I don't think your quarterback, obviously not going to be as good a quarterback next year. I know the OU fans are going nuts right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They're not going to be as good a quarterback next year.
No, but it is time in this day and age of offense to stop thinking that field position means a lot. I'm sorry.
Bob should have won for the first down. Remember I said that?
Go for it. Yeah. If you're on the 45-yard line,
you're 3rd and 1.
You got to go for it.
Because A&M come down and score a touchdown right away.
What's the difference between them going 80 yards or 50
and when
yards?
your defense isn't good? When your defense is good.
That's right.
But when it ain't
if you got a good defense, all bets are off.
Absolutely.
If you got a really good defense, punt them down there. But if your defense isn't any good, go for it.
Yeah, guys, I agree with you. The Heupel was pathetic. I mean, come on, run the ball with the Millard at 1 yard instead of Bell. Millard does not hardly ever get stopped for less than 1 yard. And I got one good comment before I get off here. Please beg Chip Kelly or Bill Snyder to come in here and get Stoops out of here. He's done. He's done.
And some of it has to do with OU's defense, but, man, still.
He did against Alabama.
I mean, man, 500 total yards.
Is there any connection between OU really getting beat pretty bad on national TV in front of everybody and the good players not wanting to come here?
No, look, what your original statement is true. There is something wrong. This is not the OU that Bob Stoops wants to have. They got to get some better players. There's especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Everybody wants to go to Texas.
But Bob Stoops and Mike's are supposed to be defensive guys, and that's the one thing that breaks down.
They don't have good enough players.
Well, Alabama couldn't stop them.
But I'm just saying, though, we're just talking about this game.
Right.
We didn't think he'd have 500 total.
Right.
OSU lit him up. West Virginia lit him up. Baylor lit him up. They've got to get better defensively. There's no doubt about that, my man. Tom Ward should never play a meaningful down again at the University of Oklahoma. I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize. Never. I mean, put the young kids in there. And the Nelson kid, you agree with me?
Yeah.
It looks like he's not very good either. I mean, I'm sorry.
OU gets embarrassed in the Cotton Bowl tonight, Jim. I think so. OU, second half, down 21-13. They got to move. They got to score. 3rd and 1, you run the ball. They don't. They throw it. Incomplete. Boom. A&M gets the ball, marches down the field. Goodbye, game.
3rd and 1.5.
You go for it.
You say you got 2 downs to make it.
Absolutely.
If you can't run it twice there, then you don't deserve to be on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bob Stoops now, January bowl games, 1-6, his last 7. The only team that he's beaten, Connecticut, who I said is the worst BCS team I've ever seen in my life. So
when was the last time that OU had a bowl victory that you consider a really solid?
Let us get back to the telephone because this is so much fun.
Yeah, this is Jay from Maisie. Hey, I was just getting tired of blaming Landry for all the problems. Now I think all the blame falls on Mike Stoops. It's time to get rid of that joker. I'm ready.
Okay,
see you later.
1 year.
You know what? You know what some of these fans...
It's going to be everybody.
What they can't say is maybe our players aren't as good as we think.
Listen, today, and I didn't hear Bob Stoops. I'm sure he said it. They got out-coached. They got outplayed. They got out everything.
Right.
Heck, it was what? What do you think it was in the stadium, A&M fans to OU fans? Maybe 2-1? 3-1?
Well, and
a bunch of A&M fans.
And all the A&M fans stood the whole game. All the OU fans sat the whole game.
Yeah, well, they didn't have a whole bunch. Those A&M fans were loud out in the arena.
They stood the whole game.
Yeah. Well,
big time.
Big time. They were crazy.
Let us get back to the telephones. Please, we're putting the ban on the morons right now. We officially put the moron ban on. Please, no morons.
First of all, when did OU become a ball control offense? I don't know how many times
I'll tell you when. It's really simple. When they saw Johnny Manziel and what he could do, and they were literally scared to let him on the field. That's when they became a ball, which I thought was a little bit ridiculous.
No doubt. We said that all year long, and usually after the first series of games, they ditch it, and they're always good in the first series. So why do you keep on?
If you were a big-time linebacker out there watching a game like this tonight, why in the world would you consider OU when there's one?
Why wouldn't you consider? Why wouldn't you consider OU? You can play right away.
It just doesn't make sense.
Well, the reason because their linebackers aren't that good.
Oklahoma's going to get kids, but they got to get better kids. That's right. In better position.
Right. The thing is, they shouldn't have lost by the amount they lost you tonight, because that was embarrassing. A&M is without a doubt a better team, and any OU fan that doesn't think differently, I think they're clueless. A&M's a better team. Go ahead, turn your radio off.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Hey, I had a question. I know OU is, their linebacker poor right now. Do you think they got anybody coming in that could step up right away?
Yeah, they got Frank Shannon as just a freshman. I think he's going to be really good.
Okay, but I mean, are there any
They got the Strick. I don't know how good the other guys are, Jim. I really don't.
And what about this recruiting class? They're going to have one or two come in?
I don't think this recruiting class of linebackers has been great. I think it's disappointing, and I don't know why. I mean, they should have gone at the junior college linebacker. And it's time for the Taco Mayo crunchy game. I love Taco Mayo. You know what the Taco Mayo is, crunchy game? There is none. When you give up 600 yards, you're not getting any crunchy game. Sorry.
OU has become complacent U. If you look at the record with Gary Gibbs from 1989 to 1993, Gibbs has 2 more losses than Stoops has.
How many conference championships? How many conference championships did he have?
You're right.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're absolutely right. You're no question. You're right.
Let's not compare Gary Gibbs with Bob Stoops because that's ridiculous. Okay?
For 3 years now, you've griped about how fans have not been a fan of Landry, and the bottom line is all of us see the same phenotype, the same trend.
How about next year when you're not going to be as good a quarterback? How are you going to feel then?
Well, the difference is
hope he has fire in the belly.
If I see a guy that has a fire in his belly that throws 3 interceptions a game, at least I know, just like in this last game, is that the guy wants to win. And as far as
so you're saying Landry Jones doesn't want to win? See ya.
All right. Man,
I mean, come on. We should come over and start comparing Gibbs with Stoops.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, man, there's so many people.
Jack Daniels last call tonight?
No, I don't think so.
I need a beer. A cold fire in the belly.
I got fire in the belly.
Take some Pepto-Bismol.
That's exactly. Big Red Shop right now. All cotton. Listen closely. All Cotton Bowl shirts, half off if you want to get a Cotton Bowl shirt right now. We all know that OU's defense isn't near those. We know that. OU's defense doesn't even compare to those teams that you brought up.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm just saying I watched this team all year long. I watched them have to beat Ole Miss 30-27. They scored in the last minute of the game to beat Ole Miss.
You're right.
Game, and I watched them against Louisiana Tech, their 6th game, win by 2 points and had to score at the end. I'm just saying OU shouldn't be getting beat by 30.